76 degrees here in Alajuela for this one today. We hope the rains hold off for us, as we do have a big doubleheader to finish off League A play at the Concacaf Boys Under 15 Championship. Alongside our entire crew, Sean St. Jacques, happy to have you with us for this one here today. We begin with the Ticos and the Canalmen, who have played so well at this tournament. Both are a bit unlucky to be in this third place game, it must be said. Costa Rica have had memorable performances throughout the tournament, including a win over the U.S., the defending champions, who will play later on today. Panama had that incredible last-ditch group win over Mexico to qualify them for the League A semifinals, and they took the U.S. the distance, tied it 2, going into penalties, but the U.S. prevailed 6-5 on spot kicks, just edging out the Canalmen along the way. We will get to the U.S. and Mexico in our championship game later on, but we've got quite the tilt to decide who takes home third place. Again, Costa Rica, who have been the hosts here, have been absolutely wonderful, not just as hosts, but have held up their end of the bargain from the play style and their performances throughout the tournament as well. They will want to finish here on a high note, no questions about that. Panama, it has to be said, have been just as good at this tournament. They've been so strong defensively here at these tournaments as well. Picked up that incredible win over Mexico that nobody saw coming as well. And they've looked so strong at times in this tournament, coming out of a 5-team group. The home fans welcome not just their beloved Costa Rica, but the formidable Panama as well. We will step aside as they make the walk here in Alajuela. We will have the lineups and the highly anticipated kickoff after the national anthems are to be played.
Por favor, pónganse de pie para escuchar el himno nacional de Panamá, seguido del himno nacional de Costa Rica.
Well, we've heard some wonderful renditions of countries' national anthems at this tournament. I think we can all agree that it's just a little bit more special when it's the hosts with their fans behind them. Two great renditions there of the Costa Rican and Panamanian national anthems as we're ready for the lineups, followed by the kickoff here in our Concacaf Under-15 Boys Championship third place game. Luis Carlos Mejias for the hosts, the Ticos here of Costa Rica, line up like this. Sebastian Canton leads the line up top. Kian McDonald, Jeffrey Urbina, Caleb Flores, all will be key in the attack as well. The sitting midfielders, Ismael Lopez and Yori Alfaro. Sebastian Leiva gets the start in goal. Santiago Leon captains the side, anchoring that back line defensively. McKenny Reed of Belize, he's our head official, Dominican Republic, and Jamaica also represented amongst our on-field officiating crew. Another reminder, of course, that for these tournament games, there is no VAR. The two captains meet in the center. Alfredo Maduro captains the side for the Canalmen of Panama, as the two captains go through their normal coin tosses here. It's going to be a really, really fun third place game. And to be quite honest with you, with the way these two teams have played, it might feel like the final, before the final later on today between Mexico and the U.S. It's been that big of quality from these two teams, including from Panama, led by Leonardo Pepino. Again, Maduro captains the side in the midfield. Jesse Jordan, Steven Moreno up top. Joel Sanchez has been strong at this tournament. Alexander Tull has been terrific as well. And of course, Isias Aburabara in goal for Panama has also been excellent at these championships as well. Two teams that more than held their own here in League A that could easily be playing for the final. They're a bit unlucky not to be there, but as we said earlier, because of the quality that these two sides bring to the table, it really does feel like we have two finals here today in Costa Rica. But this one is contesting the bronze medal, the third place game, and what's been a wonderful League A campaign at the Concacaf Boys Under-15 Championship. And then once this one is done, only really 3 words are needed to be said for our second game. Mexico versus the U.S. to follow. Costa Rica are in their predominantly white kits. They have splashes of red and blue in there as well. Panama are in their gorgeous red kits from head to toe. The hosts, Costa Rica, will kick us off in this third place game in Alajuela. They will be going from left to right. Off we go, first of 2 to wrap up things here in League A. In the Concacaf Boys Under-15 Championship, third place at stake between the Ticos and the Canalmen. 35-minute halves, 70-minute games, 2 great teams. Can't wait to see how this day unfolds. Sean St. Jacques, our entire crew, it's a privilege to be with you. It's been a privilege to be with you throughout the entirety of the tournament. League C has been fantastic. League B has been wonderful. And League A has lived up to the billing. And we have 2 fantastic games to finish up the tournament with the top teams involved. Again, in group stage play, Panama finished second, only on goal differential to Mexico, who of course they beat in the group stage finale. Same thing with Costa Rica. They had beaten the U.S. in their group stage play, but finished second to them on goal differential. And Costa Rica went toe-to-toe with Mexico in that semifinal, but El Tri edging it out by 2-1. And then Panama took the U.S. the distance, finished 2-2, went all the way to penalties, where the Americans prevailed 6-5. Good defensive stand there to start for the Ticos. They'll clear their lines. Panama reset with a Burabara inside the 18-yard box, their goalkeeper, who shepherds it out to this near side. Anderson Ojo, who is dispossessed, played up ahead by Ismael Lopez, and eventually Flores is held up, but the referee brings it back for the earlier infraction. It's a Costa Rica free kick, and there's a player down on the back end. Well, there was the challenge late from Anderson Ojo, tried to make up for it after getting dispossessed. Of course, the hope is that Ismael Lopez is okay here after taking an early knock. A little bit of concern there. Luis Carlos Mejias and his staff having a word over it. Lopez is back up, which of course is always good to see. Jeffrey Urbina, who's also been fantastic at this tournament, will take the free kick for the Ticos. And he puts great shape on this. It bounces in behind. An overhead slicing kick. Oh, and it's saved off the line. And then wide on the follow-up attempt. Abu Abara doing just enough for the Canalman here to keep that attempt out. And the follow-up agonizingly rolls wide of the target. Well, Urbina, fantastic service. Your little flick on from Canton. Lovely slicing attempt. And then it was cleared off the line, I think, actually, by Steven Moreno, a Panamanian attacker of all people. I think Abu Abara maybe gets a little bit of a touch on it as well. And Panama survived what was a really promising set-piece attempt from Costa. Well, both teams showing you on either side what they're capable of there. Great attacking play from the Ticos. Never say die defending from the Canalman to keep it at 0-0 early here. A lovely turn here into space. Chance for the Ticos again to the byline. It's deflected and held by Abu Abara. On the near side, the hold-up play from Tull. Scored a fantastic goal against Mexico in the group stage. And Panama will get a free kick as Jessio Jordan was dragged down. And that will ricochet out. Throw in for the Canalman on the far side. Leyva clears the lines for the Ticos. A push and a chase for Tull on this near side. Great cross into the middle, and it's cleared off the 6-yard line. Fired back in, and the Ticos clear it. A chance for Costa Rica. Maybe send this up the other end here. Attacking this far left-hand channel where again the Canalmen are there, and they'll clear it with Mendoza. Byline again on the cutback. Oh, wonderful dummy here! Oh, that's a brilliant opening goal from Ismael Lopez! What a fabulous team goal from the Ticos! And they lead here in the third place game. Oh, another look, brilliant little step over here. Look at the dummy. And Lopez is on the scene to lace it home to give the Ticos a 1-0 lead. That was fabulous from the hosts. Oh, just an exquisite team goal from the Ticos, and they jump out in front here. Lopez on the score sheet. Oh, Panama look for the response up the other end. They'll settle for a throw-in on the far side. Another long throw here for the Canalmen, right into the heart of the area. It ricochets out to the edge of the 18-yard box, and the Ticos send it forward. Into the area here. The shot is saved by Leyva. A great response there from the Canalmen, quickly bringing it back up the other end and nearly getting a chance as well. Good save by Leyva, of course. Tight angle, able to make the stop. Here come Panama again on the far side. A push towards the byline. And the cross into the middle. He's just about dealt with, then Lopez sends it upfield. Alexander Tull on this near side. Great cross in, and the header is deflected away. Flores clears for Costa Rica, but Panama pick up the pieces. Sliced back through, and that's going to be a foul. Free kick for Panama. Another look there. Tackle from Alegria. Gives Panama a good set-piece opportunity here. Could go right at goal. Seen many attempts from long distance at this tournament. Can the Canalmen find a response after that excellent opener from Ismael Lopez for the Ticos? From the free kick, into the wall that Costa Rica set up beautifully. They headed out of harm's way on this near side. Goes out of play. It will stay with Panama via a throw. Here come the Canalmen again. Long distance shot, took a deflection. And a big clearance away there. Follow up from Ojo. And the Ticos do clear it up the other end. Played square for the goal scorer. Lopez. Flores, and then back for Montoya. This is Urbina. On the cutback, it's a good cross into the middle, chested down. Lopez follows up, keeps the Ticos in possession. Lovely turn there by Alfaro. And then it ricochets out for a throw. Up ahead from Calvo. Ooh, did that hit off a hand there? Questions being asked. Referee lets it go. Cross into the middle. It's a cushioned header from Flores, but it's caught by Abu Abara. And then a push and a chase here. Tull runs out of room off the challenge there from Leon. Does well, the captain, to sweep that up. Throw in down the line from Ojo. Not the best of clearances, but Costa Rica follows up nicely there at the expense of a throw-in on this near side. From the throw, chance to maybe turn and find some space. It's laid off, and the shot bending well wide from Joel Sanchez. It is out for a goal kick. Great hold-up play from the Canalman inside the area there. Just could not test the goalkeeper on the back end. Cleared up field by Alfaro. Header is won confidently by Ojo. But the Ticos get the throw on this near side. Well, Montoya was going a little bit too far away from where the ball went out of play. Well, that flicks off a Panamanian defender. Montoya follows up. And it ends up being a foul and a free kick going Panama's way. Another look, just a little faint nudge in the back. Canton was caught by the referee there. Great take there from Sanchez. And it is poked further forward. And off the ricochet, Alexander Tull loves this side to shoot from. And it bends wide of the target in the end. That's right around the area where Tull scored a majestic goal against Mexico back in the group phase. Didn't put as much accuracy into the shot that time, but that is exactly where Tull can be dangerous, on that left boot, driving towards the near side edge of the 18-yard box. Leiva sends it upfield. I'll push it a chase down this far side. Rodriguez. Ooh, and then a coming together there. Rodriguez kept a boot in, and Costa Rica will get the decision. That's going to be a free kick, and will alleviate some of the pressure. Another look. Initially, Rodriguez does really well, but then he keeps a boot in. Watch, he extends that right boot, keeps it there, and ends up tripping up Alegria, who could not rejoin the play because of it. Up the other end, Urbina puts pressure on. And Abuabara just gets it away. Ball still in play for Panama on the near side. That was an attempt to maybe stop the play, commit a foul. Referee lets Panama continue to move this out of their own half. Oh, lovely ball. Down this far side, the Canalman could be in business here. On the cutback to the byline. Oh, the cross in the middle, nobody there, but the clearance is touched towards this near side of the area. Chance initially for Rodriguez. Tull back across, blocked away. And the Ticos will eventually clear it. But one back by the Canalman here. Sanchez. Oh, has his pass cut out on the edge of the area. And Costa Rica could break up the other end with Urbina on this near side. He tries to cut it back. He's fouled. And it's a Ticos free kick. Great end-to-end action here. And Costa Rica have a set-piece opportunity up the other end. Oh, clever touch here from Urbina. And well, Marugo just would not let him go. Assistant referee all over it. Clearly a foul and a free kick. It's going to be a chance here. Steven Moreno and company lining up defensively. Urbina is going to stand over this for Costa Rica. Urbina's ball in is really well placed. Oh, and so's the header. 2-0 to the Ticos. Sebastian Canton with a wonderful header. And the hosts double their lead and double their delight here in Alajuela. Both of the goals from Costa Rica have been top class. Urbina with a wonderful feed, and Canton crashes in the header. Nobody picks him up. It was on a platter for him as well. And Costa Rica's number 9 strikes again here in the third place game. 2-0 to the Ticos. I'm not sure what was better, the service or the finish. Take your pick. The hosts are off to a flyer. 2-0, they lead. And off the takeaway, it could be another. Abu Abara couldn't get there. 3-0, Urbina. The Ticos are running riot here. Jeffrey Urbina, who's been excellent all tournament, picks Panama's pocket. And the Costa Rican cider and Dreamland here. The Ticos are 3-0 up, and they are all over them here. Urbina takes it away from Abu Abara, and then keeps his cool. A poised finish into the bottom right-hand corner. And Costa Rica are in Dreamland, 3-0 up in the third place game. Urbina with an assist and a goal in next to no time. My, oh my. Terrific start from the Ticos. Well, Costa Rica have come into this third place game and have been on top of their game so far. 3 different goal scorers, and how about Jeffrey Urbina? Gets the assist on the second goal and then quickly follows up and scores a goal for himself seconds after the restart. Well, in some ways, it's similar to how Panama started against Mexico in that final group stage game. They were 3-0 up in next to no time. Mexico came back to get it to 3-2, but nothing more than that. It's going to be a foul and a free kick for the Ticos here. Oh, what a first 20 minutes it's been for the hosts. They have been marvelous. That foul's going to go against Marugo. We have to say Panama had some positive moments in these opening 20 minutes of play. They've had a couple of good chances themselves, but the Ticos have been ruthless. There you see Lopez, then Canton, and Urbina in quick succession. Urbina involved in each of the following 2 goals on the back end. Near side Flores, Costa Rica not satisfied. And trying to pick out Lopez. It ricochets towards the byline, and it will be shepherded out for a goal kick. Lopez, the first goal scorer, is trying to catch up to it on that near side. Well, here come the Canalmen down this far side. And the referee does bring this back. It's going to be a Panama free kick. There is a Costa Rica player being attended to on this near side, possibly with a bloody nose. A lovely build-up here from the Canalmen. Tall. Great ball in. Costa Rica get the header away. Good pressure again from the Ticos high up the field, and they do win the ball back. And eventually Panama do reclaim it. They have some numbers here on this far side. There's time for Panama to have a say here at the end of the half, give themselves some momentum here. 3-0 down, but if they could grab a goal back before halftime, things would look a lot different. That's what Leonardo Pepino and his side will be hoping for. Just grab a little bit of late momentum here. And things could change. Well, referee plays advantage here. This is Tull serving it across. And it's cleared out by Leon. It's going to be a Panama corner. Tull with that left boot. Lovely feed here. Better clearance. Tried to pick out Rodriguez. Set pieces, could they be a route back into the game for Panama here? From the corner. Oh, it's just touched away! Oh, and it's off the line! Rebound is in! Wow! Now, Costa Rica tried everything they could to keep this out, but Panama would not be denied. And my goodness me, Panama have that momentum they needed. They have bounced back, and it's 3-1. What a service from the set piece here. The goalkeeper Leyva gets the faintest of touches. The volley ricochets off the line and then off the post in one foul swoop here. Incredible defensive work there from Costa Rica to then clear it off the line. But then eventually it gets touched in. I think Gabriel Mendoza gets the last touch for Panama. And incredibly, the Canalmen have a response, 3-1. We just said it. Could Panama bounce back here? They absolutely have. Well, sometimes set pieces could be a route back into the game. Panama take that chance. But here come the Ticos up the other end. Good save by Abu Abara, thwarting Flores. Back and forth we go here. Big save from Panama's goalkeeper. A yellow card was given at the back end of that, and there's a player down injured after another chaotic sequence of end-to-end action here. There's a Costa Rica player down being attended to as we revisit this replay. Heavy challenge. Anderson Ojo, there's the shot from Flores. But Abu Abara makes the stop. Anderson Ojo is the player who's been booked here for Panama for that heavy challenge on Urbina. Urbina is still being looked after here at the end of another wild sequence in what's been a really entertaining and thrilling first half in this third place game. Well, hopefully Urbina is okay. Again, Ojo was booked. There's the confirmation of that. Still have 9 minutes left in this half. I'm sure the neutrals watching this won't want this half to end. It's been a showstopper to start off our wonderful final day of action here in League A. Well, now Panama have a foundation to build on here. They've gotten one back. Can they build on that here at the end of the first half and really give themselves something to work with? Or will Costa Rica go right back to work? They try to thread it through for Flores. Flores is beaten to it and commits a foul. That's going to be a Panama free kick. Yes, Ojo lost his boot for a brief moment there after some strong defensive work. There it is, popping out. But he gets his boot back on and secured. A little shirt tuck there. Switch of play by Rodriguez, but it forces the Canalman back over the halfway line. Push forward from Rodriguez, and he's fouled. Panama free kick. And a Costa Rica yellow card. It looks like that was Lopez. And that is the reason why. Little hip check on Rodriguez.
Minuto 28 de juego, tarjeta amarilla en la selección de Costa Rica, jugador número 8, Ismael López.
That's confirmed. Lopez into the book. So there's a Panama player that is still down. Rodriguez being attended to. Oh, we've had a little bit of everything in this first half. Wonderful goals from Costa Rica. This was the goal from Ismael Lopez. What a team goal. And then after that, Jeffrey Urbina started to steal the show. Gets the assist here on the Canton finish. It's such a sharp header into the bottom right-hand corner for Luis Carlos Mejia's group. Then Urbina quickly picking the pocket of Panama and finishing beautifully into the bottom corner after rounding the goalkeeper to make it 3-0. But the Canalmen have had a response since then. Gabriel Mendoza with a scrappy goal, and the Canalmen are back in it with still time left in this first half. Leonardo Pepino would love to see his side grab a second and really get back into this. Sent in by Maduro, and on the turn, the ball bounces out of play for a goal kick. Such a tough take for Jacio Jordan there. He was not able to get a shot away here. Decent service from the captain Maduro, and the first touch wasn't bad, but Jordan could not keep his footing after that. And then Costa Rica try to bring it up the other end. The feed from Canton goes right to Abu Abara. And the Canalmen will reset with just over 5 minutes in stoppage time left in what's been an exhilarating first half. Throw in on the far side for the Canalmen. On the turn. Ooh, the pass for Jordan skips by him. But the Canalmen have support. Ojo for Tull. Tull's ball into the middle. Oh, parried away by Leyva. The follow-up attempt here. Rodriguez, oh, it's a sparkler. The Canalmen are really back in it now. Emmanuel Rodriguez with a stunner. And from 3-0 down, it's 3-2. What a remarkable response here. The Never Say Die Canalmen have gotten it back to 3-2. Leyva with an incredible stop initially. What a recycle from Sanchez, and a Rodriguez rocket into the top left-hand corner. Wow, what a half. And what resilience from Panama here. 3-2 from 3-0 down, and the half isn't even up. We've got a heck of a game on our hands here. Free kick for Panama after the dust settles. And Leonardo Pepino's group can feel there's still time to maybe grab an equalizer before the half is up. Long throw down the line. More Panamanian pursuit here. It's played across, and it's cut out by Leon. And the clearance takes it out for a Panama throw. Rivas the throw. Ooh, it nearly fell for a chance. Cleared away by Alegria. Ojo on the cover. Shepherds it out for a throw. 3 minutes in stoppage time. Left in the half. Another foul, another free kick. Oh, we finally get a chance to see things simmer down here. Panama back in possession. Oh, here come the Ticos. They win the ball back on this far side. Looking to reestablish their 2-goal cushion here. Oh, and it's a big step defensively. And Panama do rescue it on this far side. Tall up ahead. And here comes Rodriguez, but it's pushed all the way back to Leiva. And Leiva clears under more Panamanian pressure. Controlled by Flores. He loses out to Tull. And Tull skips past the challenges. Ball still in play. Still Tull to the byline. And then he loses out. Goal kick on this near side. Goodness gracious. It's just been a knockdown, drag-out half here. Both teams have been unbelievably good. Hard to believe that this is just for the third place trophy here. But it's been a brilliant bronze medal first half. Remember when I said the neutrals wouldn't want this half to end? It's gotten even better since then. That flies out for a throw, and there's a Panama player down inside the final minute of normal time in this half. Now the look, this was the coming together. Ooh, and a little bit of a nick there on the goal scorer, Mendoza. He holds his left knee. He'll try to run this off. We are expecting at least a few minutes of stoppage time at the end of the half. And I think I speak for all the neutrals out there when I say, thank goodness, I want at least a few more minutes of this excellent action here. And here come the Ticos, they're in behind. 1v1, oh! And on the back end, Mendoza is able to shield it away, and Abua Barra gets there in time. See what I mean? The action just never stops. 3 added minutes left in the half. Down the line. It's just about kept in. This is Jordan. Oh, it nearly slides through, but Leiva holds on to it at the second attempt where there were Panamanian players waiting for a rebound. More pressure from the Canalman. And it goes out for a Costa Rica throw on the near side. How close was Jordan here to equalizing? Lovely cut onto his left. Leiva knocked it down, didn't get it cleanly, but did well to collapse upon it at the second attempt. Again, there were Panamanian attackers waiting for a follow-up, but the goalkeeper would not let them get a second try. That's going to go out for a throw into the Ticos. 2 minutes left in the half. Montoya to take. Is there time for another late bit of drama at the end of the half? Maduro for Panama looks to lead the Canalman forward. Out for a throw-in on the far side. Rivas bluffed the throw and then has to wait here. The referee spotted something away from the ball. Some pushing and shoving, perhaps. Alegria and Rodriguez told to keep it down, keep it piped down a little bit between those two. Keep it civil. Rivas from the throw. It bounces all the way through here. Oh, and Tull was near it, but Leyva gets there first for the Ticos. He will clear it. Final seconds of the half. Thumping header back upfield. Tull lets it bounce out for a Canalman throw on the near side. Ojo, long throw. Edge of the area. And on the turn, the Ticos have it covered, but they give up a late corner on the challenge from Kendall Alegria. Still time for the Canalmen to totally turn the tables here. Remember, they were 3-0 down. This could be the last act of the half. Again, the referee trying to keep things at ease. On the edge of the area here, Mendoza getting a talking to here. Going head-to-head with Alegria, who's not going to give an inch. What does the final act of the half have in store for us? Decent ball in, it's cleared high into the air, and out for another Panama corner. We'll see if there's enough time to take it. All eyes are going to be on the referee here. Will he allow Panama a second try before the end of the half? Looks like he will. Alexander Tull to take. It's Panama's third corner of the half. And again, the referee tries to simmer things down. Oh, and it's a straight red card for Kendall Alegria. And then a yellow card for Rodriguez. Whoa! Kendall Alegria is sent off here. And Costa Rica are down to 10 on the stroke of halftime. Again, it looked like Rodriguez picked up the yellow card for Panama. Well, there was a late twist in the end. Alegria too physical. We'll see if we can get a replay on that, but the referee deemed it was dangerous play and sent him off. Then from the corner, the header down is cleared away, and goodness gracious me, the best half we've seen at this entire tournament comes to a close. Incredible, show-stopping drama from start to finish here. Here's the end of the half. Oh, and it's a slap from Alegria to the face of Mendoza. Cannot do that. Referee saw it as well, and rightly so. Alegria is off. Totally unnecessary, but my goodness, what a half in this third place game. Costa Rica were 3-0 up. The Panamanian response, the resilience from the Canalmen was remarkable, and they've gotten it back to 3-2, and they have a man advantage going into the second half. Take a moment to breathe here. 35 minutes of glorious football at this Concacaf Boys Under-15 Championship. We will step aside. Highlights to come. 3-2 Costa Rica at the half, and the Ticos are down to 10 for the remainder. Charles St. Jacques back here with you at the end of arguably the best half we have seen at this tournament so far. I don't think that's hyperbolic. Costa Rica and Panama just gave us an incredible 35 minutes of play. We get to recap it here in the first half highlights. It began with Costa Rica very much on the front foot. They had a couple of good early chances. Great ball cleared off the line here by Steven Moreno to keep it at 0-0 in the early stages. Early chance for Panama. And again, Costa Rica able to clear the ball away. A good touch from Isaac Calvo. Then the opening goal, Ismael Lopez off a wonderful dummy from Canton. Finishes into the bottom corner. That broke the deadlock and gave the hosts the lead with a spectacular team goal. Alexander Tull looked to find the response up the other end, not able to do so. But then Jeffrey Urbina for Canton, who heads home to give Costa Rica a 2-0 advantage. Wonderful ball in, and a really sharp finish from the Ticos number 9. That made it 2-0, and he started to wonder if Costa Rica were going to run away with this. They were so strong in the early stages of the first half, and the goals were of the highest quality. Then Urbina picks the pocket of Abu Abara, keeps his calm and his poise, and finishes to make it 3-0 just seconds after the restart. And then you really started to wonder if the Ticos were going to go from here and roll on off into the sunset. But my goodness, Panama just do not know when they are beaten. They had an incredible response here. Mad scramble off the Leyva feet, cleared off the line, off the post, off the line again, and then touched in by Gabriel Mendoza to give Panama a lifeline with about 11 minutes left in the half. What a response from the Canalman, and that was just the start of it. Another good ball in behind here. That was touched just wide of the target, but Leonardo Pepino's side would have a response. Look at this, Emmanuel Rodriguez with a rope into the top, I should say, left-hand corner. You just couldn't keep your eyes off this game in the first half. Then a chance to tie it off the feed from Jordan. Leyva makes the stop. Then a moment of madness at the end of the half here. A slap from Alegria on Mendoza, and Alegria sent off. Straight red card for that moment right in front of the referee. And that is how the half came to a close. Wow, wow, wow. What a half. 3-2 Costa Rica, they lead, but the Ticos are down to 10 men because of Alegria's wild moment at the end of the first half. What on earth does the second half have in store for us? We cannot wait. 3-2 to the Ticos at the half in this third place game. We'll be back for the second 35 next. be Mexico, and it will be the United States. That's touched forward here. Rodriguez flares it out to the far side. Played back across by Tull. Good defensive stand from Costa Rica, and it is out for a Panama corner on the far side.
Atento, atento. Atento, ya jugó, ya jugó.
It's taken short, the corner, just over the head of Mendoza. Volleyed back into the middle, and then a little flick on from Reggie Rivas goes out of play, and it's a goal kick. Sebastian Leiva will send this ahead for the Ticos. And eventually that's going to bounce out of play on this near side. Slid through towards the byline. And eventually the Canalmen are going to run out of room here. That's going to be a goal kick. It was Anderson Ojo just trying to cross that into the center. And you can just see Luis Carlos Mejias going through all the emotions, I'm sure, in that first half. Pride initially in how well his team started, and then certainly some concern as the Panama comeback began. It could still be ongoing, of course, still 3-2. Ticos clinging to this advantage with a man down for the remainder. That is one back by the Ticos in the middle of the park. And there was a push there. The referee gives a free kick. Just a little nudge from Joel Sanchez. Referee was all over it. Back for Leiva, whose ball, he's going to go out of play on this near side. Costa Rica wanted a foul earlier in that sequence. They did not get it. Rodriguez to the byline. And it does go out for a Panama corner. They've had quite a few of them in this game so far. Alexander Tull to take. From the corner, it's nudged away. Panama will recycle it with Jordan. Let's clip forward, edge of the area. Costa Rica get it clear on this near side. And then it's kept in play on this near side, and Jordan commits a foul on Canton, who does so well there for the Ticos. Beats Jordan to it, and then holds him off on the back end. Clip forward by Calvo. The header is central, and Panama clear it away. Ooh, tussle there, a couple of shirt pulls, but that is threaded through. Down this near side. And the challenge is clean on the back end. Wow. Clutch defensive play there from Cabelceta. Canton gives chase up the other end. Mendoza back for Abu Abara. Canton keeps on running, keeping Panama under pressure here. But the Canalmen do play through in the end. They cannot get, couldn't get it over the halfway line. And then a foul goes the other way. Free kick. As Urbina was brought down. And the referee is going to go to the pocket here. Yellow card for Alexander Tull. And frankly, it didn't look like a challenge he needed to make. Urbina, and Tull leaves his shoulder in there. Urbina, he's shielded away from it, and leading with the shoulder up top is why the referee gives the yellow card. Tull could have bowed out of that challenge. That's up for grabs on the edge of the area. Panama get there first defensively, and off the ricochet, they'll keep possession on the throw. Played onto this near side, Rivas. Clipping it into the middle, headed away. And then helped along for the Ticos to get this clear. Now Lopez looking for Canton. Trying to track down Mendoza, who clears it out for a throw-in. Well, Sebastian Canton is giving everything he can to the cause here for Costa Rica. Their number 9 is trying to put Panama under a ton of pressure all by himself at the moment. That's one back. Canton's work again. He threads the needle, but it's too close to Abu Abara. Now can the Canalmen bring this up the other end? They have some numbers here. They'll switch it beautifully over to this near side. Moreno flashes it across, but nobody there on the end of it. And it will be a goal kick. Well, great look here from Steven Moreno, just fizzed it across. And it's too far out in front. Then Canton, I mean, just marvelous effort here. Tried to pick out Urbina, but it was cut out by Abu Abara. The referee, I think, was just checking on Canton away from the play. Costa Rica will clear their lines. And Canton plucks it out of the sky. But under pressure, he's dispossessed. Maduro is fouled by Canton. Free kick for Panama. Well, there's the tackle again. Clearly a foul. No yellow card, though, it looks like, and the free kick leads to this cross from Moreno that's blocked. End of the byline. Panama muscling their way through. The ball touched forward is blocked. Maduro tried to take out his magic wand, but it sails wide to the right. That ball's going to be cleared away. Onto this near side. Ooh, another challenge comes in. Costa Rica wanted the referee to intervene there. Luis Carlos Mejias and his reaction to that. Well, here's the replay. And certainly there was contact. Rivas did leave his boot in there on Kyan McDonald. Headed forward by Alfaro. Canton. Still Canton, and then eventually he does lose out. Maduro up ahead. Panama could bring the numbers forward here. Sprinting towards the 18-yard box. It's laid off. Tull blocked. Brave defending from the Ticos, and it's out for another Panama corner on the far side.
Viene Cantón.
Before the corner is taken, referee does acknowledge a change here. It looks like Rivas is out. Jose Preciado is in as the corner comes in. Flashes past everybody. Challenge from Rodriguez. Of course, it's already been booked. Just goes out of play for a throw-in to Costa Rica.
Por fuera, y la sostiene. Venga, Jeffy, un poquito más. Y la sostiene. Venga. Téngala. Eso es. Y vamos. Abierto, Cantón, estate Kia. Venga.
Calvo will take the throw in here. Panama will get a chance to recycle it. And they'll push it down this far side. There's red shirts queuing up in the middle on the byline. It's blocked out for another corner. Another opportunity for the Canalmen to try to complete the comeback here.
Cantón.
7 corners now for Panama. Costa Rica yet to have one. Jacio Jordan to take. Good shape on it, and Leyva bobbled it, but still made the catch. Can Costa Rica bring this up the other end? It'll be stopped there in the tracks. Now ticking down on the final 20 minutes of what's been an excellent third place game. All the goals came in the first half. So did the red card for Costa Rica. Panama have looked the more likely in this second half, but the Ticos are not giving an inch here, even with 10 on the pitch. Remember, we have the final still to come between Mexico and the U.S. Oof. Was there a foul there? Referee says, let's go, play on. Out to the far side it goes. Play down the line. Nice cut in field here. And eventually Costa Rica do take over possession. But only for a moment. It's won back again. A switch over to Preciado, the substitute. Mendoza. Chance to go towards the byline. Early cross is headed out for yet another corner for the Canalmen. Trying everything they can here, Panama, to find that equalizer. Jordan Leaves it as it's struck in. Oh, and the header is in! There's the equalizer! Preciado wheels away, and the comeback for the Canalmen is complete! They were 3-0 down in the first half. Panama have come all the way back, and they've tied it 3-3. It's the substitute Preciado in off the post. And Panama's powers of recovery are on full display here in the third place game. They've overturned a 3-goal deficit in Alajuela. It's an unbelievable recovery. 3-3, and there's still all to play for over the final 18 minutes. Extraordinary. Well, you saw the smile across the face of Leonardo Pepino. He has to be absolutely over the moon with the way his team has responded here. And remember, Panama still a man up. They could potentially go on and win this. And now can Costa Rica get up off the floor? Foul, free kick for Panama. Preciado. Back for Mendoza at the halfway line. Panama thread the needle onto this far side. More good build-up play from the Canalmen. As soon as I say that, that ball is behind and goes out of play. Costa Rica throw on the far side. Andres Gutierrez, it looks like, is getting ready for for Costa Rica on the near side. It's flicked ahead by McDonald. Oh, and Canton was in an offside position. That was a real chance.
Judge.
Before the free kick is to be taken, here comes the change that we had alluded to earlier. Ismael Lopez is going to come out. Andres Gutierrez is on. Mariano Zamora is going to come on as well here, and that'll be it for Sebastian Canton, who gave everything he had, really, in this second half. "15 minutes left. If it stays like this, we go to penalties to decide it."
Minuto 55 de juego, doble sustitución en la selección de Costa Rica. Abandonó el terreno de juego.
To the byline here. Ball's played across. Costa Rica clear it. Not definitively, though. It was brought back forward by Sanchez, and was he fouled as the shot comes in? And eventually the referee will stop the play there. Flag was up. Another foul. That's going to go Panama's way. Free kick. Preciado He's already been a hero since coming on and wins a free kick. It's taken quickly. Moreno across! Oh, nearly a chance. Out for yet another corner here. Change coming for Panama. Dylan Sinus is on. And that's going to be the last act for Moreno. Alexander Tull to take. Touched at the near post. And Costa Rica clear it out for a throw-in on the far side. Again, it goes to the byline. This time it runs out of room. Goal kick. Well, Panama just continue to knock at that door. They want to go on and win this and avoid the lottery of a penalty shootout. Oh, that's one back by Panama. Good defensive work from the Canalman. It's placed up the other end. Whereas Costa Rica do well defensively. Maduro. And then it's touched away before Rodriguez could feed it back. Leyva will reset. Well, for those just joining us, you've missed a whale of a match here. Third place on the line. Costa Rica were 3-0 up in the first half. Panama got it to 3-2 and now have tied it at 3-3 in the second half and are a man up as well. Another foul. Panama free kick. Well, the Canalman will reset, getting down to the final 10 minutes here. Preciado, who scored the equalizer, sent back over to the far side. Back into the middle, touch to the outskirts of the area. And then the outlet to this near side goes out of play. Throw in for Costa Rica. 10 minutes left. The Ticos still have a fighting chance here, but they haven't had any opportunities to score in this second half. They're going to get a free kick here on this near side. Near side Calvo. Popped high into the air and out for a Ticos throw on this near side. From the throw. Whoa, Costa Rica thought there might have been a foul there, not been given. Well, Calvo threw the ball in and the Ticos, technical error, they're incensed here. They thought there was a foul as the ball was being thrown in. The referee did not see it that way. Panama get the ball back. 9 minutes plus stoppage time to go in the third place match. Panama control it on the far side. threading the needle beautifully here, but it's a good sliding challenge that allows Costa Rica to clear their lines up the other end. Remember, if it stays like this, the third place shootout will decide it afterwards. But at the moment, there's still a chance for a late winner. And of course, after this, we'll have the US and Mexico in the final, which is always a head-turning fixture no matter what level it's played at. Cross into the middle here. It's going to bounce into the pathway of Sinus, the substitute. Plays it into the middle here. Rodriguez blazes it over. And it's a goal kick. That was a chance to give Panama their first lead. He scored, of course, the second goal. Or the Canalman, Emmanuel Rodriguez. Not able to hit the target this time. Panama will make another change here. That's it for Rodriguez, his last touch. Jose Garces will take his place. Was that a foul there? No, it rolls out of play on this near side. Was there a foul there? No, says the referee. Panama bring this up the other end. It's in behind here. Alexander Tull trying to cut it on his left. Good save by Leyva. And Costa Rica stay in it. Oh, Tull was going to go with his left all the way. Now a miscue here. Can Costa Rica bring it up the other end? A challenge comes in. Foul, free kick. And it is going to be a yellow card as well. Looked like it was Marugo who put in the challenge here. It was. And I don't think he gets enough of the ball there. Well, of course, there's Costa Rica supporters here calling for a red as you look at the tall attempt, but there was cover for Panama behind. Marugo's yellow is confirmed. Costa Rica have not had a sniff at goal in this second half. They get a set piece here. Crowd sensing that this could be their moment here on home soil. Could the 10 men find it late here? From the free kick. Clipped right into the middle! Oh! The chance is spurned by the captain Leon, and Abuabara collects it. And Costa Rica are stretched here. Panama bring it back up the other end. They get it to the byline, and it's cut out. Throw-in for Panama with 5 minutes of normal time left. There's the ball in Urbina. Leon was wide open. Nobody picks him up. But Abuabara rescues the Canalman at the back stick. Still could have a grandstand finish here. Mendoza clipping it into the area. And then on the turn, the shot takes a deflection. And Leyva makes sure he gets it cleanly off the Jordan attempt. And Costa Rica win the ball back, high up the field here. Gutierrez stepped into by Marugo. But then he follows up. That's a foul and a free kick. Oh, and hang on a minute here. Marugo, remember, just got booked. And the referee gives him one final warning. Now, Marugo, I think if he had made any stud contact here at all, he would have been off. It's just a clattering into, and the referee says, okay, that's your last one. Well, it's taken a while for this second half to simmer as hotly as the first half, but we have got it now. Urbina comes up short on the free kick. That's going to be a foul. Oh, and it's going to be a yellow card as well. That time for Aaron Montoya. And he holds back by the neck a couple of times here on Tong. Well, no question about that as far as a yellow card. Could have been more, frankly. That deflects out of play. Panama throw. Still 3 minutes, plus stoppage time left. Mendoza clipping it over to the far side. Still a chance for Panama now to go ahead and win this. They haven't led all match, the Canalmen. Mendoza. And on the turn, it's cut out. Costa Rica tried to clear it, and eventually they hoof it forward towards the halfway line. Now over the halfway line. Mendoza with a big header away.
Good.
Oh, lovely run here on the turn. Oh, no foul, says the referee. Panama win it back. A push and a chase from Sinus down this near side. Out for a Panama throw. Here comes another change for the Ticos. Marcelo Solis will come on. Aaron Montoya, who just picked up that yellow. He's going to leave us here. Remember as well, maybe some of these decisions factoring in the fact that we may go to penalties here. So some of these guys you see come on, who knows, they might take in the penalty shootout if we get there. There's still, of course, time for someone to win it. Panama come forth once again. Ooh, that challenge, clean enough. Referee plays advantage. Mendoza. Encinas' ball across. Costa Rica have it covered as we enter the final minute of normal time in the third place game. Maduro is dispossessed. Can Costa Rica bring it forward? Mendoza on the backtrack here. Oh, he doesn't get there. Chance for Costa Rica. Alfaro shoveling it forward here. Zamora couldn't get there in time. Cleared away. A battle on the far side. It goes Costa Rica's way as we tick down towards stoppage time. Referee will bring it to a halt before the throw. There's a Panama player down as we enter stoppage time at the end of what's been an instant classic. 4 added minutes as Marugo is the player in a bit of discomfort here for the Canalmen. And we'll amend that. It looks like the referee's actually made it 3 minutes to go in the half. Ooh, there was the swing through there from Zamora. That's why Marugo is still down. And now they're calling for a sub here. The medical staff here for Panama. The only downside here, oh, there's maybe a little bit of miscommunication here. Are they going to make the change or not? Panama here. Well, can Marugo continue? That's become quite the question here. There are no defenders left on Leonardo Pepino's bench. We'll wait and see. Right now it's 10v10 at the end. Costa Rica driving forward. It's a goal kick. Panama get it back into play. We'll see if Marugo can come back on. Could be 2 minutes of 10 versus 10 here at the end. One back by Calvo, who gets it back here from McDonald. Calvo still cutting into the area. Calvo goes down! Oh, and the referee's gonna call a dive. Referee says that Isaac Calvo dives in the area, and he's booked for simulation. Oh, was there a bit of contact here? Another look. Oh, the referee's gotten it right here. The referee has gotten that absolutely spot on. Wow. That was a big, big call from the referee. Now, Luis Carlos Mejias is booked for a few choice words. The coach for Costa Rica. Oh my goodness, it's all happening here at the end. Chaos in the third place game. And now Panama can bring it back up the other end. That side us to the byline corner for the Canalmen with only 30 seconds left.
Atento, atento. Atento, atento. Viene Mariano, hey. Dale.
That is going to be the 10th corner for the Canalmen here. Can they make it count? Alexander Tull to deliver. A chance for Panama to fully complete the comeback and win it at the death. Tull's ball in is headed off the line. Jordan recycles. Tull has got to get this back into the area. It's right towards goal, and it goes out of play. Goal kick. And that is it. We will go to penalties to decide the third place game. 70 minutes of absolutely breathtaking football here. Panama were 3-0 down inside of 20 minutes. They come back to tie it in the second half. Costa Rica hold on at the end with 10 men. They felt they should have had a penalty in stoppage time here. The referee, though, had it spot on. It was a dive. It was simulation against Isaac Calvo. It should not have been a penalty. It was not a penalty. And Panama had the last say. They had a chance to win it with one last corner at the end. Costa Rica fended off, and we will decide third place in League A from the penalty spot. Goodness gracious me, what a game. Incredible resolve from the Canalmen. Give Costa Rica credit, by the way. Panama equalized relatively halfway through the second half. The Ticos could have folded there with just 10 on the pitch. They hold on and looked like they had a chance to win it themselves at the end. Give them credit. Luis Carlos Mejias' side, they didn't give in either at the end when it looked like they could have folded towards the end of these 70 minutes. They stood tall here on home soil, and they still have a chance to win this from the penalty spot. And now we've got a brand new game, essentially. The goalkeepers, Abu Abara and Leyva, are going to be tested in a whole new way here, of course, at the end. And we will see who can hold their nerve. Who's going to take as well from the penalty spot. All of that still to be determined as the teams talk it over. We were saying briefly off air just how great that first half was. It took the second half some time to provide the drama, but the last 15 to 20 minutes were just as good. And for those that wanted more and more drama out of this third place game, the good news is we will have it. And again, penalties doesn't get much more dramatic than that. Some say it's an unfair way to decide a knockout stage game, but you cannot say it doesn't provide the drama. And again, Abu Abara, Leyva are going to be tested to their limits here. Both have made some big saves already in the game. We nearly saw Abu Abara face a penalty, but again, the referee, have to say it again, got that decision spot on at the end. Referees at times sometimes could fall victim to the moment and give a penalty there. Not only did the referee hold his nerve, he got the decision right. It was a dive. and he had the perfect angle to see it as well. We thought from our first look there might have been a little bit of a clip. There was no clip, no contact at all. And the referee rightly did not give it. Incredible drama. And remember, this is just the first of two. We still have the final in League A to come between the U.S. and Mexico. That will follow our third place match penalties here. I'll talk about a range of emotion around these different coaches, these different players. And we'll wait to see who goes first, who takes first, as the teams huddle up one final time. It's been an amazing campaign for both teams, and it comes down to the shootout to decide who gets third and who gets fourth.
Uno, dos, tres, Panama, Panama, Panama. Un, dos, tres, Costa Rica.
Here we go. Both teams ready to rumble here one final time. Looks like we'll go to the opposite end from where the Costa Rica supporters are here. And Panama are going to take first as well. Some say that's an advantage in a shootout. I always like to make a note, it's an advantage if you score the penalty.
So remember, you must be on the line. The moment you step 2 feet off the line, you stop the ball, so we take.
Al momento, al momento del toque con la pelota, si tienes un pie en línea está bien, pero si los dos antes del toque se repite. ¿De acuerdo?
First infraction, the warning, continuous, the caution.
Lo mejor es que cuiden
Great job by our on-field mics here and our crew on site to see and get the hearing there. The sounds of the referee telling our goalkeepers what they can and cannot do in this situation. They'll be keeping an eye of seeing whether or not they're on and off the line here. Alexander Tull is going to take first for Panama in this third place match penalty shootout. His left boot has been a really, really fun thing to watch at this tournament. Tull has a long thought over this penalty here. And the referee is actually going to attend to something else here before this is to be taken. Oh, what has the referee been told by the fourth official?
Oh, to come off because of
So it's either you put in one or to come off. So it's either you want to take off one or you put on one.
Yeah.
In the situation, you decide.
I'll take off one.
Okay, send one then.
Well, the referee's been told that a change has to be made here, it looks like. I wonder if the amount of players that are at the halfway line is not the amount that it needs to be here. Referee's just checking on that.
One more score.
Well, this is all delaying Alexander Tull's penalty. One of the Panama players cannot stay there, apparently. So Marugo has to go for Panama here. Fourth official pointed that out. Will this impact the first penalty of the shootout? Alexander Tull's had a lot of time to think about it for the Canalman here. Can he convert? Yes, he can. No problems at all. Tull holds his nerve. And Panama do score first in the shootout. Costa Rica are next. I'll credit Alexander Tull. Had to really think about that, keep himself mentally focused, and made the penalty with ease. Costa Rica take next, and well, arguably their best player in the match, Jeffrey Urbina, who was sensational in the first half in particular. He will take first for the Ticos to try to level it through the first round of penalties. And Urbina converts just past the outstretched arms of Abu Abara. One penalty converted each as we head to round 2 of the shootout. Urbina put it just enough into that corner. And we're tied. Panama to take next here in the shootout. It is going to be their captain, Alfredo Maduro, who's also shined very brightly at this tournament. And he converts his penalty beautifully. Off to the right, and again sends Leyva the wrong way. 2-1 to the Canalman, and Costa Rica again will have a chance to answer. Well, if he was nervous, Maduro, it didn't show. Certainly not in his penalty. Round 2 continues. Kyan McDonald is going to take next for Costa Rica. Played all the way through the match. Can the midfielder convert his penalty? Yes, he can. Wonderfully done. McDonald levels the shootout at 2 apiece, and we march on to round 3. Seen some very good penalties so far. That time it was Abu Abara who was fooled, went the wrong way. McDonald with no issues there. Round 3, Panama will go first again, of course. Well, the man who began the comeback, I should say, Gabriel Mendoza, helped Panama jumpstart their recovery. Oh, but he has his penalty saved by Sebastian Leyva. Panama are the first to blink in the shootout. Massive moment. And the Ticos have a chance to get their advantage back here in the shootout. The hosts come up with a gigantic save there. And now it's a huge penalty upcoming. Costa Rica's captain, Santiago Leon, will step up. If he scores, Costa Rica have the advantage going into round 4. Can Abu Abara get the save back for the Canalman? Leon converts! Nerveless penalty from the captain. 3-2 Costa Rica lead. Panama to take next in round 4. How definitive could that moment turn out to be? The Ticos are in charge again. And now, an almighty penalty to be taken here. Joel Sanchez to start round 4. If he misses, it is match point for the Ticos. If he scores, Panama are still right within touching distance. Oh, he blazed it over! Panama missed back-to-back penalties. Sanchez goes for power and completely misses the target. And Costa Rica indeed have match point. Incredible twist of fate here. Remember, Costa Rica 3-0 up. They threw that lead away in normal time. They would still get third place, incredibly, if they can convert from the penalty spot here in round 4. After all the twists and turns, this is for third place here for the Ticos on home soil. Jordi Alfaro to take the penalty here for Costa Rica in front of their supporters. This is for the bronze. Alfaro has done it! Costa Rica win it on penalties! And the hosts finish in third place at the Concacaf Boys Under-15 Championship. In one of the best games we saw at this tournament. Costa Rica, after throwing away a 3-0 lead, after being down to 10 for the second half, they save it on penalties here. Alfaro is the hero. And the Ticos finish in third place, just edging out the Canalmen in an all-time classic here at the Under-15s. It finishes 3-3 overall. Costa Rica win 4-2 in the shootout. And they seize late glory on home turf. An astonishing ending to an incredible contest. Give an almighty tip of the cap to Panama here. They were dead and buried after 18 minutes. They came all the way back to tie it and send us to spot kicks. They could have won it, of course, the Canalmen. But Costa Rica, who were down to 10 in the second half, they could have let it slip away. The Ticos hold on. And on penalties, they hold their nerve in order to win the match. Little bit of sour moments there at the end. Panama may be feeling that it could have gone differently. It does not in the end. Give the Ticos credit as well on spot kicks. They did not miss. They went 4 out of 4. And Panama, at the end, are the ones that come up just a bit short. You feel for the Canalmen. They were incredible in this game to recover it. For some reason, Panama do not want to acknowledge some of these Costa Rican sportsmanship moments at the end. I cannot imagine why. Both teams played their part in this game. Panama not happy about some things that happened here, I guess. I'm only speculating here. Not entirely sure why they've neglected some of the Costa Rican handshakes here. That's very unprofessional, I must say, from Panama's point of view here at the end. You normally shake the hand of your opposition coach. You shake the hands of the players at the end. That is a bit of a sour ending to Panama's tournament. They were excellent in the game. Can't take that away from the Canalmen. Their ability to show that fight, their resilience, their powers of recovery. Cannot take that away from the Canalmen, but you also cannot take away Costa Rica's ability to hang on at the end. They never let it go either. They prevail on penalties, and I will say Leonardo Pepino and Panama, that is not how you end a tournament, particularly one where you played so well and were so classy throughout. They were not classy there at the end. Full-time highlights from what we have to say might have been the best game of the tournament. Any league, any game to this point. Third place game, Costa Rica and Panama. It gave us everything. A thriller from start to finish. Costa Rica were the better team, frankly, for the early stages of this match. Early clear off the line there from Panama to keep it scoreless early on. They had some chances as well in the early stages, the Canalmen, to open the scoring. They did not take those opportunities. And then the opening goal came. Ismael Lopez. Brilliant finish. And that gave Costa Rica the lead. Panama tried to respond. They had some opportunities. Not able to do so. And frankly, Costa Rica kept on coming. Sebastian Canton. Lovely header off the Urbina feed. That made it 2-0. And you felt from that point on the Ticos might be fully in charge. Would they not look back from there? Costa Rica. And they'd add a third. Urbina plucking it away and then scoring 3-0 just like that. It was a picture-perfect start for the Ticos, 3-0 up. And you started to wonder there, was that game over? Would the Canalmen be down and out? The answer was far from a yes. What a response. A mad scramble here, and Mendoza touching it in to make it 3-1. And that was the start of what would be a remarkable comeback for Panama. They just needed the one, and they ignited their belief once again. Then Jordan, from a set piece, could not quite wrap his boot around it. Then Emmanuel Rodriguez, what a finish this was. 3-2. And that would be the score going into halftime. A ridiculously good finish. And Panama actually almost tied it with Jordan at the end of the first half, but Leyva made the save. Then this crazy moment, a slap and a straight red card. Kendall Alegria sent off for Costa Rica in first half stoppage time. And that incredible half would end on that note. Second half, things simmered a bit, it must be said. Chances mostly for Panama, who were up a man as the half moved along. But give Costa Rica credit, they had to dig in defensively as the half moved along. But then the moment, the equalizer from the substitute, Jose Preciado, off the post and in to complete the 3-0 comeback, 3-3. And Panama had a chance, of course, to win the game late on a couple of times, but they could not scratch across the winner at the death. Few chances down the stretch here. This was an opportunity. Rodriguez could have won it. Blazed it over the top. Not there. Alexander Tull could have won it as well, but Leyva would make the stop. This was all down to the last 5 or 10 minutes of opportunities. Costa Rica had a chance to win it with Leon on a free kick. Couldn't wrap his boot around it. Then up the other end, the Ticos would get another opportunity here, but it was a blocked shot from Zamora. Then this shot for a penalty. Costa Rica were livid. It was a dive, no contact. Referee got it spot on. That was the last main moment of full time. 3-3 at the end of an unbelievably breathtaking 70 minutes. Then in the penalty shootout, Leyva, big save to deny Mendoza. That was the turning point in the shootout after both teams made their first 2 spot kicks. And then a big conversion from the captain Leon that made it 3-2 to Costa Rica, heading to round 4. And this set up a big penalty. Joel Sanchez had to score. He blazed it over. And that made it match point for Costa Rica, who entrusted the big penalty to Jordi Alfaro. And he didn't make any mistakes there. Slots it in. And Costa Rica win it 4-2 on penalties after an epic third place game. And dare I say again, that was one of the best games we've seen at this tournament, if not the best. The good news is we still have the final to come, but the hosts, Costa Rica, prevail in an all-time classic third place game here. Panama, so unlucky at the end. It finishes 3-3 after normal time, 4-2. The Ticos win it on penalties. We'll have a brief intermission. Coming up next is the final here in League A. It's the US, it's Mexico. Enough said. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back, everybody. We're here in Costa Rica getting you set for the final here in League A between Mexico and the United States. Sean St. Jacques, our entire crew, we're still trying to catch our breath for the first game between Costa Rica and Panama. If you missed it, my goodness, we're so sorry. You should have stuck around. It was a heck of a game. Costa Rica getting third place. on penalties. 77 degrees here in Alajuela. Again, we have to briefly mention what a great game our first game was. Costa Rica 3-0 up. Panama get it back to 3-3 at the end of normal time. It goes to penalties. The Ticos finish in third. And of course, when we get to our awards ceremony at the end, they will be acknowledged here as the hosts for a job well done and a classic encounter. What we have next for you is the ultimate encounter. It seems like every time there's a major final, every time there's a big game in any CONCACAF competition at most levels, these are the two combatants who seem to lock eyes every single time. The game rarely disappoints at any level, senior level all the way down to even here at the under-15s. It is the U.S., it is Mexico. Both teams have had great tournaments to this point. The U.S. won Group B by goal difference ahead of the host, Costa Rica. They had wins over Canada and Saudi Arabia along the way. Mexico were the best team at the tournament for most of the group stage. They had scored at the start of the tournament 15 goals without reply. They had massive victories along the way over Nicaragua and Honduras, but Panama beat them by 3-2 in the final group stage game. However, both teams prevailed in the knockout stage. The U.S. beating Panama 6-5 on penalties after it finished 2-2. The Costa Rica-Mexico semifinal ended 2-1 in favor of El Tri, and only one of these two teams are going to lift that beautiful trophy at the end of this League A finale. Mexico are in those red kits with the black and green trim. The U.S. are in their whites from head to toe, and we're just about ready to go here. The processions here in Costa Rica for the League A final. It's really a game that doesn't need much of an introduction. It's one of the best rivalries in all of world football, and they meet again here at the under-15 level. It's the U.S., it's Mexico. The anthems are next. Lineups and the kickoff to follow.
Por favor, ponga pie para escuchar el himno nacional de México, seguido del himno nacional de Estados Unidos.
Well, as always, a great rendition of both countries' national anthems as we are closing in on kickoff here in the League A final. USA and Mexico yet again on the big stage here in Concacaf. Cannot wait to see how this game matches up. And of course, they got a tough act to follow after an all-time classic in the third place game. Yasser Corona's El Tri starting 11 looks like this. Davian Kimbrough's been a great scorer at this tournament, leads the line alongside Lisandro Torres. Juan Carlos Martinez Jr., Axel Sandoval, Paxton Ruffin, Matthew Arana in the midfield. Giovanni Garcia captains the side in defense, and Jose Corona gets the start and goal for El Tri. Again, the two captains meeting in the center here with our head referee from Nicaragua, Roger Melendez. Takes them through the coin toss and the pre-match photo as well. Well, the U.S. captain is Robert Turdine. Here is the U.S. 11 under Ross Brady, who also able to overcome penalties to get through the last round. Nathan Robert Chwamba, the player to watch. Sean Chidibe as well. Robert Turdine in the midfield with Morales, Garcia, Hernandez across that four. Jones, Jorgensen, Guillen Lopez in the defense. And Jason Nemo Jr. gets the start in goal. Well, you can count more times when this fixture has delivered than maybe any other, particularly in this region. It's just always must-watch drama. And the U.S. and Mexico clash at any level of the beautiful game, and we are honored to be a part of another one here today. The latest chapter of Mexico and the U.S. Winner is your League A champions, the Concacaf Under-15 Championship. Of course, we'll have the award ceremony to follow. It's been an excellent tournament. Leagues A, B, and C have all provided us with amazing moments throughout. And in some ways it's fitting that once again these two amazing sides tangle in the final. It's almost a tradition at times here in CONCACAF, even at the youth levels. The U.S. will kick us off. They're going from right to left in their white kits from head to toe. And here in Costa Rica, we cannot wait to see how this one is all going to unfold. Off we go here in the final League A championship game. The CONCACAF Boys Under-15 Championship. U.S. going from right to left, Mexico defending on the left-hand side of your screen. 35-minute halves, 70-minute games. It is a game that we always hope might happen because of all the drama that comes with it, and we get it here again. The showpiece event, USA-Mexico with all the marbles in the middle. Let's see how it plays out. Mexico will switch it over to that far side, just out of the reach, and it's a U.S. throw. Remember Mexico beating Costa Rica 2-1 in a tightly contested semifinal. The U.S. went to penalties with Panama, but prevailed 6-5. Of course, we now know that the Canalmen, who lost again on penalties just a few moments ago, finish in fourth. The host, Costa Rica, will finish in third position at the tournament. Chance to move this forward here for the U.S. Chidibe ends up getting dispossessed. Ball is clipped down the far sideline here. Mexico will clear it. U.S. follow up nicely, though, on the back end. And it's a reset all the way back to the U.S. back line. But then it's ricocheted in behind here. Jones trying to recover for the U.S. This is Kimbrough for Mexico. And on the give and go, the U.S. get a piece of it, and then they will clear with possession intact. U.S. look to transition into the attack here with their captain, Turin, out to the far side, and the offside flag is going to be raised. Oh, there is Ross Brady. He's done a wonderful job with this American under-15 side at this tournament. As good a job as both coaches have done. Yasser Corona for Mexico included in that. The pressure's on these two sides to win. There is Yasser taking a look on. These two teams are always expected to be on top, particularly in Concacaf competition. It's why when they meet, it's always a massive, massive occasion. That's going to go out of play, and it's a goal kick for El Tri off to our left. The U.S. will look to provide some pressure here for Mexico to think about. Oh, good sliding challenge there from Chidebe. It's going to go back out of play. Mexico forced to reset. I can hear some of the El Tri supporters just behind that goal. Mexico look to bring this forward on the near side. U.S. there to contest it with Vicente Garcia. This is Ruffin, and Ruffin is dispossessed on the near side, and the Americans can reset. Mexico bring it forward again here on the turn. It's Torres and Jones. So could be a chance here for Mexico, and the shot is saved by Nemo Jr. off the attempt from Paxton Ruffin. There was the Jones sliding challenge. Had to be careful there, Justice Jones. Good save by the American goalkeeper.
Hey, Justice, tuck in, Justice.
Another chance for Mexico towards the byline here. Well defended by the U.S., and they will clear it.
Step up. Jumbo behind you. Hey, Christian, take the 10. Mota, on your left. Uno.
I'll switch a play over to this near side. Who's it last off of? It is going to be a goal kick. The U.S. will build again inside their own half here. That reverse ball looking for Jones, though. Bounces out of play. Mexico continuing to try to make some headway down this near side. They're going to get into the area here towards the byline. Cross is deflected. And Garcia moves the U.S. back onto the front foot. Americans continue to try to push ahead. Chidebe plays it square. Chumba up ahead. Is there an angle for the U.S. to get a shot away here? It's a weaving run, but Mexico step in defensively. And then it's won back by Garcia for the Americans. Some Mexico pressure here, but the Americans handle it well. Played onto this near side for Jones, who will reset. Played square, Morales second best. Mexico still needs to try to clean this up defensively. That's a lovely ball, threaded in behind here. U.S. have some numbers in the penalty area. It's Vicente Garcia to the byline. Oh, he goes down. Americans asking for a penalty here. No whistle from the referee. Well, our first flashpoint of the final. I don't think that's enough for a spot kick. Garcia does go, we did go a little shoulder to the back, but referee says not enough. No penalty. Martinez Jr. fending off the advances of Morales. It's then clipped up ahead, but Jason Nemo Jr. will corral it for the United States.
Man on. Christian, come in the middle. Come central. Good.
A switch onto this near side, kept in play. Chidebe trying to ride the challenge. Jones follows up. And the ball ricochets in behind. A cushioned header for the goalkeeper.
Hey, well done, Christian. Well done.
A switch of play. Chidebe, the outlet. And was he fouled there? Referee says no. Almost a hug there for Juan Pablo Garza. Referee says no foul. Mexico can bring it forward here. This is Paxton Ruffin. Robert Oliveras goes around the horn to the far side. Mexico look to attack this far side area, and it's going to be blocked away. U.S. can move it out. And they look to thread the needle down this far side. Still waiting for the Americans to queue up here. Turdine. Oh, he played it back across. Tried to find a teammate in Hernandez, but Mexico clear it. Now Martinez Jr. trying to get El Tri onto the front foot. A switch of play by Oliveras, but the U.S. win the ball back. Garcia. Again near side, Sean Chidebe. Lovely skill. Trying to gallop past Garza, and this time the referee is going to bring it back. It's a foul and a free kick for the U.S. Another look, clearly a foul this time. No ifs, ands, or buts from the referee. And it is going to be a free kick. Garcia and the U.S. trying to put Mexico under some pressure here. Set piece opportunity here. Turdine. Oh, it was flicked on! But it goes all the way through, and there was no definitive touch on it towards goal. U.S. were asking the question about a corner. Get another look here. The captain, Turdine, this is a good searching ball into the area. Tough to tell there if anyone got a definitive touch. It's a goal kick. And Mexico get possession back in their own half. Oh, heavy challenge there. Mexico emerged with the ball with Paxton Ruffin. Martinez Jr. cutting in field. Martinez Jr. lays it off. Arana back out to the far side.
Make contact. Make contact.
Yep. Be ready, Alex. Be ready, Alex. More Chumba. More Chumba. Take it. Take it.
Of course, U.S. and Mexico, for those familiar with this tournament, meeting in the final at the under-15 level. Once again, they met in the final 2 years ago. The USA prevailed. Mexico are off to the races here. Nemo Jr. makes the stop. That's a big early save. Mexico still have it. They curl it back in. Ruffin letting it go, and it's wide. Goal kick after two good chances for Eltree. Well, here was the first attempt from Arana. Great save. Nemo Jr. and then the follow-up from Ruffin was not on target. It was almost 2 years to the day. Mexico and the U.S. last met at this level in the final. It was in Santo Domingo. Game finished Mexico 2, the U.S. 4. See if we have anywhere near that amount of goals this time around. This is Ruffin again, blocked and cleared by Christopher Morales. Good set of play there from Mexico. Get a couple of chances off. And now the U.S. look to break here, but Corona off his line. Clears it away. That U.S. win over Mexico the last time they met in this final was the U.S.'s first triumph at the Under-15 Championships in Concacaf in this format, and they're hoping to do it again here today in Costa Rica. Of course, Mexico will have their say, no questions about that. Here's Garcia. Now the Americans will recycle it back to the halfway line. Jones. Oop, that's a giveaway. And referee plays advantage for Ruffin in Mexico. Martinez Jr. Ruffin laid it off for Torres, who pokes it down the line. Chance for Mexico to get a cross in behind, looking. Falls for Martinez Jr., who scores! Juan Carlos Martinez Jr. puts Mexico ahead in the final. And 16 minutes in, Eltree have the lead, 1-0. A wonderful service down this far side. The cross dug out over the head of Kimbrough, but volleyed home by Martinez Jr., and the U.S. could not clear it off the line. Brilliant response here from Mexico after a good start from the Americans. But it's Eltree who land the first blow, and they lead the final 1-0. Oh, here come the U.S. with Garcia. Still Garcia gets away from the challenge. Still Garcia. Tried to play it square for Turdine. It was cut out, and then that's a poor challenge from Chumba. Free kick for Mexico. Another look, clearly a foul. And the referee really had no choice but to blow his whistle there. Sent forward by Corona. First header there from Jones. Nemo Jr.
Run behind.
And Mexico do win the ball back on the far side. Ruffin gets past Jones on this near side. Ruffin plays it across, and on the edge of the area, the U.S. do just about enough, but Mexico win it back. Martinez Jr. with the shot, blocked away. Garcia trying to hold it up for the Americans here. And does have an outlet back inside the 18-yard box, and the U.S. try to switch it, but Mexico pounce on the opportunity to win it back. Torres lays it off. Ruffin trying to spin into space here. Not a lot of space to work with.
No shot. No shot.
Lisandro Torres.
Hey, Christian, behind you. Make contact.
Oliveras. For Garza. Again, down the line. Ruffin cutting past two defenders. His cross is headed out. Ruffin follows back up and scores! Paxton Ruffin powers it home for El Tri. And Mexico are 2-0 up inside of 20 minutes in the final. Now Paxton Ruffin just would not be denied on this near side. Beats Jones to it, gets past another, and buries it into the bottom left-hand corner. 2-0 to El Tri in the final, and Ruffin just could not be stopped here on this near side. Brilliant finish. And the U.S. all of a sudden have a mountain to climb here in the final. Two great goals from Mexico, and they are in control. Turdine dispossessed, but it's brought back for the initial foul. Chidebe was brought down. Free kick for the U.S. Clearly a foul. Garza leaving a boot in, not for the first time in this first half. Nice sliding challenge there, out for a U.S. throw. Torres on the defensive duties. Chidebe. Well, he never gave up on it, but Mexico emerge. And they thread the needle here. Nemo Jr. off his line, gets there ahead of Kimbrough. From the restart, Mexico in again! Oh, they score again! Whoa! Davion Kimbrough, who's been a top scorer all tournament, catches the U.S. napping. And in the 22nd minute, Mexico looked to be running away with it here in the final. They lead 3-0. This has been the dominance that we've seen from Mexico a vast majority of this tournament. They keep attacking this near side with so much success, and Kimbrough fires it in. Dream start for El Tri. Now, the only thing I will say is we were here earlier. Costa Rica were 3-0 up against Panama. We all know how that played out. U.S. make a change here. Oh, you feel for Justice Jones. Just hasn't been his day. They take him off here. Finn McCraney is going to come in to replace him, and the U.S. have to try to get off the mat here. Well, the Americans will have to take a page out of Panama's book. Remember, they were 3-0 down in our third place game. They did equalize at 3-3. The Ticos won the shootout. Mexico are hungry for more here. Martinez Jr., he can add another. It does! Oh, marvelous finish! More Mexico madness here in Costa Rica. They just cannot stop scoring. Martinez Jr. with such a well-taken finish here, and Mexico might be home and dry already. It's 4-0. They are absolutely ripping the U.S. apart. Well, the first couple of goals went in and the U.S. have had a response, but the last two, Mexico just keep on compounding the misery here. And the U.S. might be down and out already, 24 minutes in. Now, we told you how dominant Mexico were, particularly early on in the group phase. We're starting to see that come to pass again here in the final. And the Americans, who got off to such a good start, have been buried by 4 Mexico goals here. Well, the U.S. get it to the byline here. Corona is there. Well, the U.S. will backtrack here. Christian Guillen Lopez tries to reset. U.S. just needs some kind of positivity here. Try to get back on track. Still 10 minutes left in the half. And that'll be brought back for a free kick. Oh, a stunned Ross Brady and company. U.S. almost don't know where to look at the moment. They've had such a good tournament to this point, but Mexico have put them to the sword in this first half. Turdine, the captain, can he lead them forward? He plays it out wide. Turdine gets it back. Cross into the middle. Corona is there. Hernandez. Chidebe were combining there. Chumba for a reset all the way back. Jorgensen up ahead. Ruffin on this near side. It's going to be looped over the top. And the U.S. will settle for a throw. More good defending from Mexico here. Gael Aguilar forcing it out of play. Alexander Munoz. That did leak over the sideline here. Throw in for El Tri. Well, that is popped up into the air. On this near side, Alexander Munoz beaten to it by Martinez Jr. Another poor giveaway from the U.S. Middle of the park. One back by Torres, who resets for Garcia. Well, to this point in the tournament, the U.S. scored 5 goals in the group stage. They scored 2 in the semifinal. So they've scored 7 total goals, the U.S. to this point. They're going to need at least 4 now if they are to turn this around. But it has been a Mexican avalanche in this first half. The last 15 minutes, El Tri have been at top gear. And we said it, they were the best team for a vast majority of the group stage. They were able to finish off Costa Rica just barely in the semis. But they have put the U.S. through the ringer in this first half, here in the final. That's out for another U.S. throw on this near side. There is a chance still for the U.S. to try to get some late first half momentum. A goal would do the Americans the world of good here before the end of the half, if they can get it, of course. Mexico been so dominant. U.S. thought there should have been a handball there. Play continues. Here's Kimbrough looking for number 5, but Nemo Jr. makes the save. Well, that would have surely finished off the U.S. Another one, and Mexico would essentially be done and dusted. Back to the drawing board, quite literally, for Ross Brady and the U.S. Garcia, pass 2. Still has time and space. Vicente Garcia out wide. This could be a chance here for the U.S. They cut in field. Now the Mexicans asking for a handball, not given. Garcia continues his move. Still Garcia, and he's brought down. Free kick. Well, the Americans needed a spark. Vicente Garcia with an excellent bit of effort here on 2 occasions. And the U.S. have a set piece here. Could that be an avenue back into this final for the Americans? Remember Panama, when they were 3-0 down in our third place game, they got a goal back from a corner. That reignited their chances. Can the U.S. do so here from a set piece? Garcia and Morales standing over it for the U.S. Some of the American supporters here trying to give the U.S. some hope here towards the end of the half. 4 in the wall for Mexico. And from the free kick, oh, just wide. Corona touches it out for a corner. Garcia with a wonderful attempt here. Gets it over the wall cleanly, and it was actually going to go wide anyway. But Corona wasn't to know that. Now the U.S. have a corner. Garcia again. Good height on it. And at the back stick, it's cleared away before McCraney could get his head onto it or his boot onto it. Alexander Munoz sends it back towards the edge of the area. Oh, and a chance for Turdine, who tried to pluck it out of the sky, but Corona makes the save as it wasn't hit sweetly enough by the U.S. captain. Mexico play through the initial U.S. pressure. Arana up that far side, and El Tri will recycle it. 3 minutes plus stoppage time left in the half with Mexico in complete control. There you look back at the goals. Mexico scored 4 goals in just under 8 minutes. Talk about a barrage.
Section player.
It's going to go out for another U.S. throw. Alexander Munoz again. It'll stay with the Americans, trying to move it down this near side. And it's taken quickly. Cross into the middle. It's left here! Oh, and it's dragged wide by Morales. No, that's more like it from the U.S. That's their best passage of play. But Christopher Morales could not get one back here for the U.S. Lovely layoff. Middle of that half in the penalty area, I should say. And well, the strike was really well hit, but not on target. Jorgensen wins the header. Ricocheted forward by Martinez. Alexander Munoz back for Nemo Jr., who clears. Turdine over the top, tried to find Hernandez. It goes out for an American throw. McCraney from the throw. Jorgensen. Nemo Jr. does have help on this near side. This is Guillen Lopez. I'm told there is going to be some stoppage time at the end of the half here in Alajuela. It's been a dream half for Mexico. But can the U.S. have the final word here? Try to give themselves some momentum. 1 added minute left in the half. It's one back here by Ruffin. Pressure from the U.S. here. Mexico played through it initially and then just play it down the line to make sure they get out of trouble. Jorgensen and company do give the ball away in the end, however. And Mexico do well to reset the play. But then U.S. pressure leads to a turnover. Turdine gets it back and then tried to lay it off for Garcia. It was cut out. Still a chance here. Final seconds. Chumba. Galloping forward. Still Chumba. Lays it off. Cross back into the middle is flicked on. U.S. still keeping it alive here with Garcia. Alexander Munoz. Galloping forward. Was he fouled? Play continues. Garcia on the byline here, trying to cut back. He turns away here. Still going. Lays it off here. Morales. Alexander Munoz plays it across. Oh, and it was nearly a tap-in. The attack fizzles out. And that's how the first half ends here in Costa Rica. It couldn't have gone much better for Mexico. 4 goals in 8 minutes in the middle of the half. The U.S., to be fair, had a couple of late chances, but they have Everest to climb at the half. Mexico have one hand on the trophy, and we'll step aside with highlights still to come halfway through this League A final. Mexico in Dreamland, they lead the U.S. at the half by 4-0. Welcome back to the League A final, everybody. Sean St. Jacques, our entire crew, happy to have you with us. It is at the half between the U.S. and Mexico here in Costa Rica. And frankly, it couldn't have got any better for El Tri in those first 35 minutes, particularly about an 8 to 10 minute stretch where they just took it up to a whole nother level. We'll get to that in a moment. Both teams started off pretty well, particularly the U.S. They had a couple of good early chances. Costa Rica. Mexico are 4-0 up. Can the U.S. muster up a comeback in the second half? We'll have the second half coming up in just a moment.
Number 9. Can I have the 9 for 5, right? 9 for 5. Okay, thank you.
Now the U.S., as we welcome you back here, are going to make a change. Halftime here in the final. Christian Guillen-Lopez has been taken off. Alatamoni Gabalajobi is going to come in for the Americans. They're number 9. In their hour of need, the U.S. trailing 4-0 in the final against arch rivals Mexico, who have been fantastic. No other way to put it. They've been wonderful, El Tri. And they are in complete command here in the final. U.S. showed a little bit of promise at the end of the half, had a couple of chances late on there. But they're going to have to try and put something on the score sheet if they are going to turn things around. Of course, Gabalajobi scored the winning penalty in the shootout against Panama in the semi-final. Can he be a difference maker to maybe help the U.S. get back into the match? Second half underway. League A final, Concacaf Boys Under 15 Championship. Mexico in control, going from right to left at the start of the second half here. And they find Kimbrough on the turn. Tries to lay the ball off on this far side. Eltree can continue the move here down this far sideline. Towards the corner flag, the Americans are all over it, and it's a goal kick. Well, Finn McCraney just trying to get some of the American supporters to give the U.S. a lift here at the start of the second half. That's the biggest thing the U.S. needs right now, belief. They need a spark. And the only way they're going to give themselves a chance is if they can believe and hope that they're still in this. They still have an opportunity to turn this around. And they'll win a free kick on the far side as well. Well, if our first game, the third place game's any indication, Panama erasing Costa Rica's 3-0 deficit, you want to stick around, just in case. As we know in sports, and particularly in the beautiful game, anything can happen. Long ball over the top. Double covered. There is Garcia. Tries to follow up. Turgeon keeps it alive here. Garcia out to the far side. U.S. on the prowl here. Shot is parried away by Corona. Gabala-Jobi already showing what he can do up top, making an impact for the U.S. there, and they get another chance, the Americans. But it's a big save from Jose Corona. Another look. This was Sean Chidebe. Good attempt. It was dipping as well. Good stop by Corona. Here comes Eltree up the other end. All the way back for Corona. He doesn't find a teammate. It bounces out. It's a U.S. throw. Gabala-Jobi, good hold-up play. Turgeon for the U.S. Hopeful ball in, too close to Corona. As Corona holds on to it, referee stops the play just for a moment. Well, Boss Brady's not happy about that. Ooh, Garcia actually tread on the Corona boot there. Ross Brady thought Mexico were time wasting there, but referee, rightly so, did give the goalkeeper a moment to recover there. And then another foul comes in here. Arana chopping down Chumba. This is Alexander Munoz for the U.S. Turgeon. Touch forward by Morales. Out to the far side, it's going to come up short. But Chumba recovers it. And then on that header forward, U.S. wanted a foul, not given. On the turn here, U.S. trying to muscle it forward. McCraney loses out and then commits a foul. Another look. That was Ruffin, who actually did pull on McCraney's shirt at the back end of that, but then clearly McCraney commits a foul. Nice switch of play onto this near side for Arana. Still Arana! Just wide. Goal kick. We do feel that if Mexico score again, that might be that. U.S. really are the ones that have to score the next goal, and from their point of view, the next two, really. Nice attempt by Arana. Good shape on it, but it was always going wide. Here come the U.S. down this far side. Gabala-Jobi in the middle. No cross, though, in the end from McCraney. Out for a U.S. throw. Morales, who came close to scoring at the end of the first half. Switches it over to the far side. And the offside flag goes up against McCraney. Now here comes a change for Mexico. Dylan Reyes is going to come on. And that's it for Matthew Arana. First Mexico change of the final.
Minuto 42 de juego, sustitución en la selección de México. Segundo juego con el número 11, Mario Arana, e ingresó con el número 6, Dylan Reyes.
Jorgensen up ahead, gets it back. Ball's threaded down the line. Early cross. He's going to come up short. Corona will pick it up. Nice step there by Torres. Morales beaten to it. Torres can pick up the pieces. Reshuffles the cards for the Americans here. In dire need of a lift. And that'll be the thing down the stretch here. Final, just under half an hour left. Can Mexico continue to manage the game? They're doing it well at the moment. Kabala Joby putting pressure off the miscue from Garza here. Garza just gets it away. That's the smart move. The U.S. do win the ball back. This is Garcia. Lays it down the line. U.S. on the prowl again. That's a foul. And it's going to be a free kick. And the referee is going to brandish a yellow card as well. A couple of tough moments there. Juan Pablo Garza gives it away and gets booked for bringing down Sean Chidibe. But again, can the Americans be clinical in the final third? They've had a couple of close calls already. They need to get the first goal if they're to have any chance of climbing the steepest of mountains here. Turdine and Garcia were mulling it over. Turdine, the captain, will take it. And he goes for goal. That's a bit wasteful in the end. That needed to be better, and it's out of play. The U.S. are getting another change prepared here. Get to that in a moment. Looks like it's Nicolo Fiades who's getting set to come in. The U.S. need all the help they can get at the moment. Mexico have been in charge from the beginning. Touched upfield by Alexander Munoz. And now the U.S. can maybe bring this forward. They're going to thread the needle, looking for Hernandez. Hernandez does get there. Trying to fight his way here on the byline, lays it off. Morales has his cross cleared away. Garcia tries to pick up the pieces. And then Chumba dispossessed. Mexico look to counter up the other end. They feed it through down this far side. Lovely switch of play here. Lisandro Torres to wrap it up, and it's blocked away. Deflects out for a throw-in to Mexico. Again, the Americans do enough defensively to hang on, and now Christopher Morales is going to make way here for the U.S. and the aforementioned Nicolo Lafiades. He's going to come in. U.S. now just have 3 outfield players remaining on their bench. That's going to be a U.S. throw on this near side. 25 minutes plus stoppage time left. The American support still trying to give the U.S. something to cling on to here. And the Mexican pressure there leads to a free kick. Nemo Jr. Handled his situation well, gets it back from Alexander Munoz, and there's an outlet on the far side. There you see it again, the 4 goals in 8 minutes for Mexico in the first half. That is the difference in the final. U.S. looking for any semblance of hope here, as they'll get a corner that's last off of Mexico. And again, the U.S. have a set piece that they can work with here after some good hustle from the substitute, Fiades. It's the first American corner of the game. It's in the second half. Jardine to take. From the corner, Corona does well. Parries it out for a throw. This is Hernandez. Trying to get it back to Hernandez on the byline. And it's cleared out for another U.S. corner. Taken short. To the byline, the cross. A back heel. Clearance is headed to the outskirts of the 18. It's not the best of shots from Chidebe, blocked away. And then that looked to be a foul. Referee lets it go. U.S. keep it moving forward. And the cross is picked off on the edge of the area. Mexico can't quite break up the other end. Jorgensen sends it ahead. And it's out for an American throw again on the far side. McCraney to throw it back in. The pinballs into the favor of the U.S. here. Fiades threaded it through well. On the turn here, Balajobi loses out, dispossessed. Fiades does well, wins it back. Chidebe gives chase and does get there for the U.S., but eventually Mexico do win it back. And they can reset inside their own final third here, although more U.S. pressure leads to a takeaway. Fiades, Balajobi lays it off. Chance for the U.S. to go to the byline here. The cross is out for another U.S. corner. Americans are getting some set pieces at quite the quantity here. Can they take advantage of any of them? Still 20 minutes left. Turdine to take. And there's too much on it. Corona makes the catch. To regain their crown, Mexico, they just have 20 minutes left to negotiate. Kimbrough, cutting in field. He scored once already and had a marvelous tournament, lays it off. Oliveras out wide. Down the line, Ruffin. Switch of play onto this near side, and it's miscued by Sandoval, out for a U.S. throw.
Irra, fíjate ahí. ¿Qué tenés en la mano?
Another good tussle on this far side. Sees the U.S. win the ball back, and they'll win a throw-in as well. Mexico has to be careful on those restarts. Can't throw the ball away like that. Might get booked. U.S. running low on time here. Hernandez. Bafiardes. Fighting to stay with it, and was dragged down. That's a free kick for the U.S. That was Dylan Reyes, the substitute, who, for some reason, just drags him down. Didn't need to do that. Actually presents the U.S. with a pretty good position for a set piece. But again, can the Americans take advantage? Is the question. Mexico defensively have been up to the task. Garcia to deliver. Really good shape on it. Oh, and again the U.S. cannot quite get a definitive touch on that. It bounces out of play. More changes coming here. Patricio Silva, Henry Godinez, both coming on from Mexico here. That's going to be it for Juan Carlos Martinez Jr., who's been the hero of the final, has half of Mexico's goals. And that'll also be it for Paxton Ruffin, another goal scorer. U.S. make a change here as well. William Stribling. He's going to come on. The U.S. are down to their last two outfield players after bringing Stribling into the fold. Looked like he replaces Turdine, it appears, who makes way. That is the outcome. Well, the U.S. have one midfielder left and then a defender. Other than that, it could be their last roll of the dice. Mexico striding forward here. The run from Torres. From a tight angle, the shot is blocked on the follow-up. It squeaks through. Mexico could finish the deal. Oh, good save, Nemo Jr. Any semblance of hope would have been erased there for the U.S. The shot from Godinez is saved, and Mexico have their first corner of the game. Godinez and actually Silva let the shot fly. Good save by the American goalkeeper. Mexico would love to finish this off with a flourish. One more, and that would be that.
Step out, step out.
It's taken short. Oh, and there's miscommunication. Mexico make a mess of that. First time you could say that in the final. The U.S. look to break up the other end. Gabala Joby lays it off. U.S. still trying to bring it forward, and then Mexico clean it up inside the 18-yard box. Only for the Americans to win it back here. Chidebe is fouled. Free kick. And we're down to the final 15 minutes here. A little Maradona-esque turn here. There was another coming together there. Juan Pablo Garza is on a yellow card. The referee, though, did not acknowledge that moment. Mexico maybe got away with one there, based on our replay, of course. And Garza is still down, so Mexico will have a look at him here. Patricio Gil is the last defender remaining on Mexico's bench, and he's going to come in here, along with Xavier Rey. Looks like that is going to be it for a couple of Mexico players here, and that might be it for Kimbrough. Yes, Davion Kimbrough has been arguably the best player at the tournament. He's going to make way here. Of course, has a goal in this final. Gil is on. Rey is going to come in next. And Juan Pablo Garza is going to be helped off here, and he's not going to be able to continue. So Rey for Kimbrough. Gil for Garza. And that leaves only one outfield player left on El Tri's bench. Sean Chidibe trying to give the U.S. a glimmer of hope. He'll go for goal, and again, Corona is there. Another opportunity where the U.S. really don't make the most of it from that set piece. Testing the goalkeeper from long distance is really not going to help you chip into the lead here. Ball's played onto this near side. Garcia. Ball's feathered out wide. U.S. still probing here to the byline. It falls for Garcia, who pushes it through, but again, Mexico have too many numbers behind the ball. They do clear it. Nice turn by Hernandez. Down the line for Stribling. Stribling cuts it back. Hernandez thought better about the cross. Rafiades will reset for the U.S. all the way back. And then that's going to be a foul and a free kick. Taken quickly by Jorgensen. Ball's bent onto this near side, touched out for a U.S. corner. Well, Garcia to deliver here. Does have a short option available. Clips it to the back stick, and again, Corona right there. Mexico cannot clear this yet, not definitively at least. Now they might have a chance on this near side, but the touch forward is not going to be in the path of Rey, and it's a Mexico giveaway. Well, again, Mexico scored all 4 of their goals in the first half. They've been in complete control ever since. U.S. have been better in this second half, but have not been clinical enough to mount a comeback, at least not yet. They have 10 minutes in stoppage time to try to put something together. Hernandez forced to settle for a throw. Rafiades. Kabala Joby on the turn. Plays it across. So another chance for the U.S., but they couldn't touch it in. It flashed past everybody. And that's going to be a foul and a free kick. They take it quickly, the U.S. Stribling. Chumba. Forced to go all the way back to Alexander Munoz. Hernandez up ahead. Just out in front of Vafiardes, who fights to keep it in play. But it does roll into the side netting, and Mexico are 10 minutes away. That bounces out of play. U.S. throw, near side. Remember, we'll have the awards presentation, we'll have the trophy presentation at the end of this final, at the end of what's been a marvelous tournament, all the way from League C up to here in League A. Ball goes down the line. Gabala Joby. Nice hold-up play to the byline. Can he get the cross away? It's blocked. Mexico will clear it, but only as far as Alexander Hernandez on this near side. Stribling. Forced to go back to Alexander Munoz. Clipped over the top, Stribling. He's going to get there. Keeps the ball in play for the Americans here. And tries to go down the byline. They'll get a second try at it here. Vafiardes whips it in, but there's nobody there. And it's a goal kick for Mexico with 8 minutes of normal time remaining in the final. You'd start to reflect on this game a bit, and really it was that 8-minute stretch, that Mexican Avalanche in that first half where the U.S. just could not stop them. 4 goals in just under 8 minutes, and that's been the difference. The rest of the game, you could argue, has been somewhat even overall. That 8-minute stretch is what put Mexico in charge, and they really haven't been threatened since. It's going to be clipped over the top and out of play. This tournament started just over a decade ago, back in 2013. The U.S. have won a title, Mexico's won a title, Honduras has won as well, Portugal, a guest team. This would be Mexico's second title, and they would, of course, now be the most successful team in this competition. Stribling. Cutting it back. Vafiardes has his shot blocked. Back for Hernandez. Vafiardes sliding it through. Little give and go. Vafiardes blocked again, this time by Oliveras. Jorgensen. Down the line, it goes out of play. And it's a throw into El Tri. That's a takeaway. Mexico have it with Torres. Torres is held up by Chumba, but Torres gets by him. Oh, and Torres puts the cherry on top of a memorable day for Mexico with a world-class finish. As if there was any doubt left. Mexico with a crowning achievement, a crowning goal. at the end of their crowning moment and their crowning day in the final. Lisandro Torres with a laser beam. And Mexico can start to celebrate. They're going to win this, and they're going to win it in style here in Costa Rica. What about that? To put a crown on top for El Tri. Well, this second half, the U.S. have had the better of the chances, no question. But Mexico have done so well defensively to hold them off, and they put the cherry on top of the sundae here with a memorable finish from Lisandro Torres. U.S. up the other end. Kabala Joby trying to at least get the U.S. a consolation, but Corona makes the save. And the U.S. have another corner. Oh, can the U.S. at least get one on the score sheet here? Comes out for an opportunity, Chidebe. Back out to the far side. Decent ball across, but my goodness, Jose Corona just continues to field his position ever so well. In this second half, he's all over it yet again. First goal of the second half, and what a goal it was. And now we're just counting down the minutes to a Mexican coronation here in Costa Rica. And it is thoroughly deserved. Hernandez brought down, free kick for the U.S. Mexico have a player down, but the U.S. are allowed to continue on here. Referee has not stopped the play. More time and space here for Garcia. Hernandez for Stribling. Tried to play the early ball back for Hernandez. And again, Mexico closed the gaps with Garcia. Stribling again. Hernandez again. And both Hernandez and Stribling lose their footing at the same time, and Mexico win the ball back.
Tranquilo, Gio. Tranquilo, Gio, que corra. Muévelo. Es mío. Eso. Eso. Sí, sí. Se van, se van, se van. Gira, gira, gira.
Torres. Wonderful ball up the other end. Another chance for Mexico to add on. And they will get a corner as we enter the final minute of normal time. This will be taken short. Mexico will keep it in this corner. Out for a goal kick as we wait to see how much stoppage time there's going to be. The ball is looped over the top, but again, the U.S. will keep it. Into stoppage time at the end of the final. Garcia doubled up. Out for a throw. That is it. Full time. A Mexican masterpiece in the final sees Mexico win a record second crown at the Concacaf Boys Under-15 Championship. They were just a step above from start to finish. The 4-goal barrage in the first half, more than enough, and a crowning goal from Lisandro Torres 5 minutes from time to slam the door shut. And in another memorable game between these two rivals, it is Mexican bragging rights and a Mexican rout, really. 5-0 is the final score. The U.S. settled for silver, and Mexico crowned as champions again here at the Under-15 level. They are your League A winners, your CONCACAF Under-15 Boys Championship winners, and they will lift the trophy momentarily here in Costa Rica. Tough to take for Ross Brady and the Americans, who, other than that 4-goal barrage, were right there, but moments matter in these kinds of games, in these kinds of finals. And many people will remember for a long, long time that we're here in particular, that 8-minute stretch where Mexico were unstoppable and the U.S. could do nothing about it. Now, on top of the trophy presentation for the winners, we'll have our Golden Boot presentation, we'll have our Fair Play Awards, we'll have the Player of the Tournament. All of that is coming up in just a few moments. Now, so many times the U.S. and Mexico, when they meet, it's always for the big prize, it seems to be. It always provides drama, it always provides an incredible story to tell moving forward. But this one was all Mexico from the beginning, all smiles for them. And one of those rare times where one of the two teams in this series, in this rivalry, goes the other way with the tail firmly between their legs. It's the U.S. this time at the Under-15 level, and it is Mexico who are about to be lifting the trophy. That's what they care about the most here. It's about winning. It's about lifting the trophies. It's about crowning off memorable performances and achievements. And I have to say as well, Mexico and the U.S. were both thoroughly tested to get to this final. That should be mentioned as well. Costa Rica, of course, will be honored with the third place trophy, the bronze medals here. Panama, who were wonderful at this tournament as well. Spare a thought for the Canalmen, who finished in fourth. We had an amazing third place game that led into the final, and then Mexico were just mesmerizing here in the finale. And they're the ones celebrating, rightly so. They are your champions for a record second time at the Under-15 level on the boys' side. We have had some of the awards confirmed for us. We'll get to that in just a moment as well. And again, really what we all love at the end of these tournaments, of course, the trophy lift. It's one of the best moments in all of sports, not just in the beautiful game as well. The culmination of so much hard work over these last 8 days or so for these teams that's trying to vow and push on for silverware. And these Mexican youngsters, these young teenagers that'll likely be a part of the setup for so long now, you would think, for their countries, they get a trophy here at the end of a long journey. Again, long faces for the Americans, of course. To lose and lose big is so tough for them to take. But Ross Brady and this crew, they will learn from this going forward, and they will have a chance at redemption in the years to come. There's no questions about that. You do feel for the U.S. they were so good in this tournament for a lot of it, but they do come up short here. Then they were outplayed. I think that's fair to say. Mexico, particularly for that 8-minute stretch, were the better team. And Jose Corona gives Yasser Corona a bath here for Mexico. Some water over the top, and the well-deserved celebrations that continue for El Tri, who are triumphant again in a CONCACAF competition here at the youth levels. Remember, these two teams contested the Under-20 final last year. Mexico winning by 2-1 on home soil. Again, the U.S. have gotten the better of Mexico at recent CONCACAF Nations League tournaments as well. But not this time, not this year. The senior team won the Nations League as well. Mexico were triumphant at the Gold Cup, last couple of times as well. And here at the Under-15 Championship in Costa Rica, it is El Tri glory again in the final, and the fans who have come to celebrate with them, many friends, family, and just fans as well. They are going to soak in every single moment of this. And that man is going to be lifting the trophy momentarily for Mexico, as the celebrations are really just a transitional moment into the trophy lift, which these youngsters cannot wait to be a part of. I mean, this is what you dream about, even at this level. You dream about lifting a piece of silverware for your country. Yes, for your club, but really for your country. That's so much at the top of the list for many players, and even doing it here at the youth level is a special, special moment. That's why there's so much ecstasy amongst the Mexicans here, and so much despair amongst the U.S., who thought it could be them, but not to be this time. But rightly so, the U.S., of course, will be given the silver medals in just a moment for a job well done at this tournament. Again, you lose a final, and it feels like it's the end of the world, but the U.S. should be commended even for getting to this point. It was such a tough road for them to get here, as it was for Mexico. Just making it here is an achievement on its own, but of course, losing the final always hurts. It's always a difficult pill to swallow. But it's the Mexico celebrations that continue on here. Again, they win it by 5-0. For those just joining us, 4 goals in the first half, where Mexico were just unstoppable over an 8-minute stretch. And the U.S. never fully recovered from that. You could argue the U.S. were a bit better in the second half. They had chances. They certainly created from their set-piece opportunities, at times a bit wasteful at other times for the Stars and Stripes, but Mexico never lost control of the game. And Lisandro Torres paid it off with a finish late on in the 65th minute that gave Mexico their 5th goal. That was more than enough to see them triumphant over the U.S. here in the final. And again, just to recap, of course, both teams will get their respective medals. We'll have the Fair Play Awards. The top scorer at the tournament, the best player at the tournament, will also be awarded out as well. And again, we mentioned this earlier, the third place game was a classic. I have to credit Costa Rica. We're going to get the bronze medal, the third place awards here. There they are, the Ticos, winning on penalties over Panama earlier here on home soil. They will not leave empty-handed after a wonderful tournament for them as well. You do feel for Panama, they just missed out. They will settle for 4th position after a heck of a comeback in our first game of the day. Now, the award ceremony has officially begun, getting everyone in their proper position here to begin handing out all of the silverware at the Concacaf Boys Under-15 Championship. And I have a feeling this man, Giovanni Garcia, is going to be getting quite a few awards here on behalf of Mexico. We begin with the Fair Play Award, and Mexico will receive that, the first of many that they're about to get for a job well done at this tournament. The Golden Boot for the top scorer at the tournament goes to Davion Kimbrough of Mexico, who really was fantastic from start to finish. He gets the Golden Boot award and scored in the final as well to help secure that. The Mexico awards keep on coming. The best player at the tournament scored a brace in the final and led Mexico through all the twists and turns. Juan Carlos Martinez Jr. wins the Best Player award for this tournament, and rightly so. He was phenomenal, and of course, you could say as well, was the MVP of the final with a brace, leading Mexico to a 5-0 victory. Of course, as customary, the referees are awarded for a job well done in the final, and frankly, all the referees throughout the tournament did a very, very strong job, that must be said. But our referees here, led of course by our head referee Roger Melendez of Nicaragua. They get their medals for a well-called final here between the U.S. and Mexico, which is an achievement in its own. U.S.-Mexico finals over the past years, at times, past decades, can get out of hand. They kept everybody in check, and they are well deserving of the reward of the medals here. Speaking of well deserving, the hosts, Costa Rica, battled their way through many ups and downs at this tournament. Just in the third place game alone, they did let a 3-goal lead slip, but my goodness, did they keep their calm on penalties. And the Ticos on home soil get the bronze medal for a third place finish, and my goodness, did they ever have a job well done at the end of this tournament. Well deserving for Costa Rica, who their fans have stuck around to see this presentation. They finished in third place, and they did, of course, have to earn it the hard way. It's why they are thoroughly deserving of the bronze medals here at the end of the tournament. That game finished 3-3, by the way, that third place game. Costa Rica prevailed 4-2 on penalties. Oh, at any tournament, right, you hope the hosts, even the neutrals, hope the hosts do well. Costa Rica certainly did that, and then some, at these Concacaf Under-15 championships. They'll get their bronze medals. They'll take a team photo here on home soil in Alajuela. And again, these are moments that these youngsters are going to remember for the rest of their lives, even if they can go on to have success with their club and their country. Any success with your country at any level, even for these coaches as well, it really matters. It's what they work so hard for, and they will certainly hold on to these medals for as long as they're around. No questions about that. Third place finish for the hosts, Costa Rica, in League A of the Concacaf Under-15 Boys Championships. The U.S. are next, having to settle for silver. They played really well at this tournament. That should not be lost, despite a heavy defeat in the final. The Americans will get silver medals. They played so well, particularly in the group stage, and had to fend off Panama in an incredible semifinal, which they won 6-5 on penalties. It's not what they came for here, the Stars and Stripes, but they certainly should keep their heads held high for a strong performance at this tournament. It let them slip away in the final. The U.S., they did not get it done there. But, again, they should be commended for their overall performance as they get the silver medals here in Costa Rica.
Mike, get rid of the flag after. Get him with the arco. Get him with the arco.
Well, Ross Brady leads the Americans onto the stage here. They will take a team photo as well, and then we'll get to the crowning moment. U.S. finish as the runners-up, second place in the Concacaf Boys Under-15 Championship, and they'll take their photo with their silver medals wrapped around their necks here. Well, now it's Mexico's turn. They were the most dominant team in the group stage of this tournament. It did lead to a hiccup against Panama at the end of the group phase, but then they took care of Costa Rica in the semis, and they get a resounding victory over their rivals, the U.S., in the final, and they will leave with gold wrapped firmly around their necks, and then we will get to the trophy lift. These are scenes that El Tri and their supporters will hope to soak in, as it is a wonderful achievement. Mexico were, again, arguably the best team throughout. That showed in the final, and they leave as deserved champions here. Thoroughly deserved champions for a record second time in this competition's young history. And again, to do so over the United States, it's just a little bit sweeter to knock out your rivals in the final as well. Flags wrapped around all of the Mexican coaching staff here as they're getting properly placed for the medals and the trophy presentation. Mexico winning the final by 5-0. There's your best player, Juan Carlos Martinez Jr. getting his medal, Lisandro Torres as well. And now the man everyone wants to see, Giovanni Garcia. The last to get a gold medal, the first to get his hands on the trophy for Mexico here. Well, remember, Mexico were runners-up 2 years ago at this tournament. They've regained the crown here in 2025 for a record second time. A 5-0 win over the Americans in the final. And Giovanni Garcia is going to lift the trophy here in Costa Rica as Mexico are the champions again. They keep on adding trophies to their trophy cabinet. And in 2025, Mexico are the Concacaf boys under 15 champions in Costa Rica. For a record second time, Mexico are the winners of the Concacaf Boys Under 15 Championship. They rule here in League A. Now the rest of the staff are going to join in on the celebrations here. A big old team photo as Mexico get their hands on another CONCACAF trophy, showing again that they are arguably the class of the region once more. Now these celebrations are going to continue long into the Alajuela night. You have a good feeling about that. Mexico win it again for a second time in 3 editions. And again, nobody has more crowns than them at this tournament at the under 15 level. Juan Carlos Martinez Jr., the player of the tournament, posing with the trophy. The captain will get it next. And they'll go all the way through the squad after a job well done at this tournament. Now, these are the scenes that they'll reflect on for decades to come. A trophy for your country at a major tournament. It doesn't get that much better for any player at any level. Juan Carlos Martinez Jr. luckily has enough room for all of his trophies there. Lisandro Torres, what a goal he scored at the end of the final to finish the job. Axel Sandoval with a Mexican flag wrapped around his back also gets a photo with the trophy as well. Dylan Reyes came on as a sub, played well in the second half, and all the trophies being shared through the Mexican squad here. They basically swept all of them, all the awards Mexico are able to grab here at this championship. And again, thoroughly deserved. They were the best team from start to finish at this tournament, and rightly so. They have the big trophy at the end to celebrate. Before we end our coverage here at the CONCACAF Boys Under 15 Championship, we go back through the full-time highlights of the final here in League A. Mexico in the U.S., it's always a star-studded affair. It's always the game, it feels like, in CONCACAF. It's a rivalry that always seems to deliver. And it certainly delivered goals in this final as well, but they all were for one side. U.S. got up to a strong start. They had a couple of early chances, but then Mexico just turned it up a notch. They went to a different level as the first half moved along, and they started out with a goal from Juan Carlos Martinez Jr. to break the deadlock and give El Trio 1-0 lead. They were far from done Paxton Ruffin, bang, 2-0, just like that. And El Tri really never looked back from that. They just gained more and more confidence as the match went along. Then Davion Kimbrough, the tournament's top scorer, added another to make it 3-0. And Mexico just kept on pushing. Juan Carlos Martinez Jr. keeps his cool, finishes beautifully, 4-0. Mexico scored 4 goals in 8 first-half minutes. And they never took their foot off the gas after that. U.S. had a bit of a strong finish to the half. Garcia here, just wide, touched wide by Corona. Then the layoff here. Morales, wide. U.S. needed that late first half goal to have any chance of a comeback. They had 3 late chances. None of them were put into the back of the net. That one was behind Hernandez, who couldn't finish. 4-0 Mexico at the half, and they would just continue to push on after that. More and more opportunities as the second half moved along. Though the U.S., they did bounce back in the second half. They did have some chances to add on. And so did Mexico. They created opportunities for themselves as well. No questions about that. But Mexico's defense, led by Jose Corona, held firm. And the U.S. were held to a clean sheet, which, of course, at this tournament is a rarity. Mexico had a couple of chances to wrap it up. Jason Nemo Jr., a couple of good saves for the U.S. to try to keep the Americans in with a shout. Then a couple of long-distance opportunities that the U.S. were not really able to take full advantage of. Then, to wrap it up, how about that? A bow on top of proceedings from Lisandro Torres, 5 minutes from time. That made it 5-0, and that kicked off the celebrations for El Tri here in Alajuela. 5-0. They beat the U.S. in the final. Couple of late flurries from the Americans. In the end, not enough. And it really was a Mexican masterpiece in the final. El Tri dominant over their rivals, the U.S. 5-0, they win it. They are the champions of League A. And they are now 2-time Concacaf Under-15 Boys champions. Giovanni Garcia, the captain for El Tri, lifts the trophy. And Mexico are your champions in Costa Rica in 2025. Thoroughly deserved, and Mexican celebrations will continue long into the Costa Rican night. They prevail, and they are your champions in League A. For our entire crew, Sean St. Jacques here with you. We say so long from Costa Rica. Thanks for joining us throughout the entirety of the tournament. Mexico are your champions in League A, and they're now 2-time champions in the Concacaf Boys Under-15 Championships. We say so long from Costa Rica. We hope you enjoyed the tournament from start to finish. Goodbye, everyone.